Um, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a special live stream. Hold on here. Let me find the things that we need to put on here real quick. I don't know. We want to do an intro video. What we got here? What we got here? Enjoy this.
Welcome to the Bombad Cast.
Scotty, are you there? Scotty. Hold on. Wait, Michael. Michael is. What are you doing at Scotty's house?
What? Huh?
Or what are you doing at Scotty's?
Is that where I am?
I mean, yeah, that's where, Scotty, it's his actual home.
I guess I'm doing the show.
I guess you are, because I mean, I obviously can't do it on my own. I don't do shit. So yeah. So no, I guess you're up. You're up, Michael.
Okay. What's the show? What's the?
I think we are talking.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting some interference. What? Huh?
Whoa! Michael, is it your dick? Oh shit!
I hate it when that happens.
Oh!
Whoa! What the world?
Wow!
I was bursting his vaginal canal.
I hate it when that happens.
Ready, steady.
I don't know what's happening.
Bro, I'm too high. I'm too high for this shit. I'm too high for this shit.
You think so? Hey.
No, fuck no.
We all went and saw.
You just came out of Michael's fucking boygina. I don't like seriously.
Michael's what?
Vaginal canal.
That's what I thought. I'm in his seminal fluid. No, I don't think that's the correct.
I'm all up in you. Scotty, you might as well call Scotty microplastics, because he's all up in your balls.
Hey, speaking of microplastics, very excited to be talking about this tonight. Well, there's not a lick of plastic in this universe, from what it seems, but I think part of what we see in this movie is like, what the world would be like, if
without plastic.
Without plastic. I agree.
This episode, by the way, is sponsored by
say
plastic. We are. We would just like to encourage everyone, please purchase more plastics.
Please.
Don't recycle them.
No.
Throw them into the garbage.
Throw it in the ocean. Yeah, sure.
Yes. Birds, fish.
Listen, all the plastic though in that universe that we're going to be talking about went to Immortal Joe's casing.
Yes, it did.
And stuff that he slips into.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm a big fan
of. We're talking about what, Mad Max, Furiosa, whatever.
Yes, Jerry, you just saw it. What was your viewing experience like?
So, typical as always, going in there, just kind of get ready. Everyone making sure everyone's putting their phones down. Did you get
the Deadpool?
Yeah, we got the Deadpool thing. What's funny is because they'd already shown like 2 Red Band trailers. It's a rated R film we're going to.
Yeah.
And whenever Hugh Jackman started cussing, and it was like bleeped out, some lady I heard went, "Ooh," like, clutched her pearls a little bit. It's like, "Oh, I think he's cussing at
I
us.
do declare.
I do declare. But aside from all of that, then we got into this beautiful just ballet of violence and everything.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a good way to put it.
it's so and listen, that's my letterboxd review too. You can go check it. It's in there, every word.
Look at you,
So.
Jerry.
I'll give my letterbox review because I said it right after the movie. This movie was not epic; it was an epic.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I like that it was.
Yeah. Move over, Moses.
It was Kill Bill. It was Kill Bill in this Mad Max style. Like it was all about revenge, but like not the revenge you were expecting. And then the movie ends with this idea of like, he is the plant. You know what I mean? I mean, this is full spoilers, by the way. I did.
By the way, spoilers. Spoilers, kids.
There's no structure. It is all completely like off the cuff. Like we wanted.
We don't have the brain power for structure at this time, given that we just got back from this movie. But
yeah, we just want to talk about it as a friend, literally
as a friend,
as a friend,
right, as a friend,
as the collective friends we are.
Yes, the entity of
as a chunk of friends. I stayed all the way through the credits when the guys came in to clean and everything too. And they're like having a conversation with me, and I don't know what these guys were. Anyway, he was like, "Is it pretty good?" I'm like, "Yeah."
That's one word.
He's like, I'm like you work as a guy. I've been told it's the best movie we have here right now. I'm like, yeah.
Oh no, it certainly is.
Yeah.
Like looking at
and he's like, would you watch it again?
We've gotten a lot of good stuff.
I'm like,
recently, like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
But
yeah.
This was like in terms of action movies I've seen. S tier is like John Wick. S tier is also Furiosa.
Oh my god, yeah. I looked at Michael and said that was probably one of the greatest action movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Like to see it on screen. Yeah, to see it. It felt way more intense than the first one. I guess the original, if you look at it in that context, this is technically a prequel, but it felt way more intense, even though it was a prequel. Like usually prequels fall, short because the fate of the character a little bit, but this one in no way was I like.
Yeah, did you see Fury Road in the theater originally? Okay, I didn't either. Jerry, did you see Fury Road in the theater?
Actually, no, I had to.
Okay, yeah. So we're all coming at it. I was like, we missed that theater experience, but this time we actually got it because this was like maybe the best non-Star Wars theater experience I've ever had watching a movie.
It was very reverent. No one. It was silent.
Yeah,
it was dead silent the entire time.
I was a little worried about it in my theater because, again, like, people were waiting a little bit to turn their phones off, until the credits actually started. And then there was a sweet older couple behind me that kept whispering through the credits and stuff. But I mean, like, when it came down to it, just like you're saying, absolute reverence, just people like, whoa, like what's going on? And also lots of snickering for Scrotus.
Oh, Scrotus is a great name. What was it?
Scrotus was great.
Scrotus and Erectus?
Rectus, I think.
Rectus.
It's okay. So there was a full name. What is it? It's Rectus. Rectus somethingus. I'm gonna have to. I'll have to look that up. It's like Rectus erectus, I think, is it, or something like that.
Nice, Alamau.
I did a movie called that once.
Hey. Can we get an Alamau in the chat?
Hey, Lamau. Put an Alamau in the chat if you're happy to see me and Scott. I guess we should probably acknowledge that we're in the same room.
We're just hanging out. This is Michael came down. We've been Michael came.
This is always is like this.
Yeah.
Michael is always lurking in the background.
This is my house now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am the captain now. No. Very, very exciting. Michael came down for whatever holiday it is. Monday. I forget all these American.
Monday.
That's Monday. The holiday Monday. No, Michael came down just for today, and tomorrow he leaves Monday, and we've had a blast. We went at crawfish today, Jerry. We went and did all kinds of fun stuff. We obviously went and saw Furiosa. We went to the Jambalaya Festival, which is in the national Jambalaya, the world-renowned Jambalaya Festival. And we went to look at an alligator today. So Michael had the full.
I got the full Louisiana experience.
Did you chew them? Did you chew them, Elizabeth?
Jerry, do you remember when we went? We went and got beignets at that Cajun village. I think you came with us that one time.
I know we stopped for beignets like not at the big place the first time I was down there.
Okay, so then yes, I
not at the actual Cafe du Monde. It was like at the a location farther out.
Oh, that's the one. That was the one in Metairie. Okay, we went to the different places then, but we gave Michael the Cajun experience today, which was pretty nice, very easy. Tomorrow we've got
jealous of the jambalaya.
Yes. Oh yeah, I know. Sorry, Jerry. We need to ship you up food. Like $70.
That's all I want.
Just send them a warm food.
I want HelloFresh, but just from like Scotty's uncle.
Yes, like 15 bags of them. We'll fly them up there.
Yeah,
we'll carry them across the nation.
Yes, we will find some.
I want Jarro Fresh. That's what I want.
Of course. So. Look at this. Jared's in the chat. Jared, you have to go see Furiosa. I'm like, I don't think he saw it yet, but man, that was a perfect movie.
Yeah. I don't even know how much like I really have to say about it, like because I'm still like kind of processing it. Yeah. But like I said, in terms of action movies, it's incredible. Acting wise, it's incredible. We were talking on the way back here. I was so impressed with Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, dude.
Which obviously they always kill it, but even beyond what I was expecting.
Hemsworth like really got into that role, and like even the prosthetic.
He chewed it up.
At first, I'm like, that looks a little weird. This is like big nose prosthetic, but then like once
I didn't even notice that.
I noticed it at the beginning before he started talking, and then when he like fully sank into that evil role, I was like, oh, this is like something else entirely. He was a great villain.
The chariot with the 3 motorcycles, love that,
dude. You had the one guy like laying on it at first with the reveal and things like that. Oh man, that was look, bossy. Fuck, man.
Yeah,
he doesn't get to kind of do that often. I know people have been posting him in Bad Times at El Royale as well.
I mentioned that on the way here. I was like, he was the bad guy in that movie, right? And I love that movie. But
I was gonna say, and I haven't even seen that one. But yeah, man, I don't know. He brought something like it's something completely different from anything I've ever seen. Like this is like the most scummy character that he's ever played.
Incredibly nihilistic. It's a level of nihilism that is like really compelling for a villain.
Yes,
not to promote my own stuff, but you know, like when I've written my Star Wars fanfic, the main villain in that is very nihilistic and draws from kind of similar philosophy of like you need more and more depraved stuff just to stave off the darkness. Like,
dude, there's one thing I want to mention too in terms of like how they wrote his villain. Like for him to be, and you don't know his past is other than the teddy bear, you know that.
But
that's what I wanted to talk about
because you know he lies about Furiosa being his daughter. Who's to say that that's even true?
That's fair. Yeah, I just love the idea of a villain that's like so he believes so much in himself that like he'll just destroy facilities to get exactly what he wants, and like I like that it ties in perfectly with how Furiosa is in Fury Road. Like, it's incredible. Like to go. I was wondering when the arm was going to get severed, how it was going to happen. That was so gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
I was like, oh.
They held on that. Yeah, that arm was like it was like hangy strings, which was crazy.
I'm glad they didn't show. There was a lot of really awesome violence in this movie, by the way. There was some serious violence. Like gore violence.
It wasn't like gory. It was violent.
Gruesome.
No.
No. Well, one of my favorites was the shot where like there's the guy riding the bike towards them at the beginning, and Furiosa's mom shoots through his head, and it like kind of comes at the camera and stuff. It was like that was like fucking insane.
Yeah.
So, but what are some shit? Because all I'm doing watching this is going, that is beautiful photography. That is I want that on my wall. I want that on my wall.
When they're going away from Bullet Farm, and it's the one shot of Dementis's like monster truck catching up to them. Oh, I was like, they're not cutting. They're not cutting.
Dude, at the very seriously, yes, that was really fucking good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mine's the canyon one where they have the truck going. Is that the one you were talking about or no?
like right when they leave,
following Dementis's monster truck as it's catching them.
Oh yeah, that's the one. There's like that canyon right there, and he goes around it, and my other one was there's a part where it's like a dune, and I'm sorry, it's when she falls off the road and she gets kicked out by what was his name? I forget the one that also had the black.
I never caught his name.
I don't think they actually even said it. They said what he was.
That was Furioso.
Nice. Oh, let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed that this movie brought back some of the mythology of the other one, and like you can see why Morton Joe is like at the level he is at in terms of power,
right?
Because he almost got undermined for the most part. But
I think it's Praetorian Jack.
That's it. Praetorian Jack.
Oh, that's right.
God. Yeah.
Also, organic mechanic was Bear Gerhardt in season 2 of Fargo, and I was like, that is a very different character for him.
Oh wow, yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, but I think my shot that took my breath away right at the beginning is I don't know. It was a lot of long because when they first take Furiosa, it's like one of the first night scenes, I think, and she's running away, and the dude's chasing her, trips over the branch, and then it keeps following her, and then basically through the camera, the fucking motorcycle goes like at all one continuous shot. That I was just like that made me so happy. Oh man, I was Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems, man. Oh, I'm gonna come. Right there.
No, for me too.
In this theater. Yeah.
We saw it in the Dolby Theater, the one we went and saw the Mario Bros. Movie. You remember that? No. You remember we went and saw it last year for the day before the wedding?
No, I know.
Yeah.
I was just messing with you.
It's got that the seats, the base is so intense it almost vibrates. The what you call it, the Thunder bike, whatever it was, the Thunder motor at the very beginning with Furiosa's mom on that motorcycle. It was like Spoiled Pod. It was so intense. It was amazing. Yeah, Go ahead. Oh, so I was gonna say the best death though. What was everyone's best death? Was there a death?
Oh shit! Okay.
That stood out to y'all on that one? Because with these movies they do amp up the how not gory like you said, but how gruesome can some of these things be?
It might be for me when Dementis grabs the guy as a human shield so they can shoot the rocket launcher after she fires him.
Oh, that was it. He has
either that or the
spinning
flails on the back of the war rig.
That was incredible.
Those were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, mine's probably the dude who's coming at the camera and the bullet goes through his head to the camera. You don't see the bullet, but just his head explodes toward. It's just I don't know, man. It was just such a perfect shot.
Mine was when they pulled the guy apart. That was so great.
Yeah.
That is a form of medieval torture, but to see motorcycles do it, and these people had to prove their worth to this.
They had to have Joker Dark Knight tryouts.
Literally.
Oh, something that impressed me, and it always took my breath away, was when they would have the shots of all of Dementos and his people riding across the desert. There's one shot where they're going around a mesa and it looks like a cattle drive.
Yes.
This is so fucking insane, man, that we're
especially
these grand epic shots. Yeah, it's like an old like one of those John Ford Western shots or something anyway. But
no, that's a good point too.
I love the motorcycles
when they're at the Citadel and they're getting picked up one by one by the
hooks.
Terrifying.
That was man, that's so fucking crazy, man.
Man, the maggot part too was the only part I was I can't do this.
That got me really bad. Oh, that was disgusting.
That was
my god.
And
that set off alarms in my brain, of intrusive thoughts, thinking about what that would be like. No.
But
where's the dial soap?
Oh god, it was the worst part. Is I'll make it easy for you, is what she said to her. I'm oh no.
Well, she's stay here, you'll be at peace.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but they were the things they were bargaining for. One of them said grub. grub protein or something weird, like, or maggot protein, and like to think that's where they harvested from the dead bodies, the dying bodies of their own people. Like, God bless. Like, I obviously love this series of movies, but like I do detest like how, you know, how real that is. Like, I hate to say it, but like if society were to fall, like there would be some.
You would fall back on that medieval shit.
Yeah, like, it wouldn't fall gracefully. There's no way. It would fall in a much more like, I don't know if there'd be a war for water. I don't know if there'd be a war for resources, but it takes place in Australia. And I knew he's Australian. I know all of it's filmed in Australia. But when they had that opening scene of like, obviously the montage of
where you see the desert,
you see the desert, and it does that crazy zoom to the only green area, which is in the heart of Australia. I'm like, there's some cool symbolism here, because at that point, you look at all Australia as a giant desert. Other places are desert-like, but like, I never realized that all these events took place on just this continent, and probably just one small portion of this continent. Whereas, you know, I wonder what's going on in the US, and like, obviously it's a saga film. And I love that, because that does imply the possibility of getting other things. Katie, I'm in the chat and I'm in the tub. That's wonderful. Dude. She just went and saw it with us. She loved it. Yeah.
It is, oh man, I don't know. The like the chapter titles,
it felt very really fucking good to me, which, like you said, very Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was very Kill Bill, but just like the moments that they chose to, we're beginning a new chapter. I know that's part of this, but just like it felt so like, just like the perfect, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how you get like it that perfect, where it's like, here's the title, and you know, it ends at the perfect time. I don't know.
See, my thing is too, like, you don't see many movies fade to black anymore. And I looked at that's one of the first things I said to Michael. I said there was like 15 fade to blacks, and like
a lot.
It does something to your eyes and like your emotions when like a scene does cut out,
because it's a big come down.
Yeah.
And then you come back up on,
and it's always something sharp. He never starts on anything pleasant. It's like it's always like a bright image or like a harsh image, and like you have to kind of reset how you felt about it. Like the childhood saga of watching her mom, you know, like when they're like showing the mom getting tormented and pulled, and then it's like zooming into her eyes and it cuts to black. I'm like, oh my god! Like, I looked at Katie and like, you know, everyone in this movie is like completely invested in it, but she like had her hand or her heart. I'm like, damn, like to get that out of her sometimes, like that, I gotta be real, that is a hard thing to pull off. And the whole entire time I kept thinking too, like, this is very much a Star Wars, like being abducted, not the revenge aspect of it. There's no hope at the very end of it, besides, you know, what we get in the later other movie. But like, there's like a very Star Wars, gets taken from its, you know, from her home, and has to be like raised by evil people, and you know, still try to escape, but gets reeled back in and only seeks revenge. And fucking amazing movie. This, like, really,
I was blown away. Like, I had high expectations, and even still, I was hella impressed. I absolutely adored it. I can't wait to go see it again. I'm hoping I can talk my girlfriend into watching Fury Road, so I can then take her to go see this.
I want to watch Fury Road. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I want to watch it like within the next week, and then go see Furiosa again.
I'm glad I watched it the week before this came out.
So I watched it like a month ago with Katie, because I was like, if you want to go see Furiosa, you're gonna have to watch this. And honestly,
I don't think you need
to.
It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with like the ending where you're like, what? Oh, the wives?
Yeah, it kind of shows all the shit from the
when it shows them sneaking onto the war rig to get the hell out of there in the middle of the night, I was like, oh my god, they did it. Because like, you know, you watch Fury Road, and it is subversion of expectations. Not really, actually. It's very much a Mad Max movie, but like, you're so hooked into that storyline that the fact that he wanted to make that a prequel was brilliant. Like, why is she so jaded? Why is she so, you know, angry and trying to escape this evil man?
And also just, I was just really happy to like play around with the world a little more, and seeing more of the wasteland of like what are all these factions up to? What are what are the politics with the Bullet Farm and Gastown?
We never saw those.
The, like portions that everyone gets when they're trading.
Did we ever see any of those in the other movies?
You see them come from there. I don't think we ever visit Gastown or the Bullet Farm because I couldn't visually
from far away. They're always looking at Gastown from far away, I don't think we do. We didn't go to the Bullet Farm. You're right.
How cool is that we actually got something that we were promised 9 years ago? Like I remember watching this movie on Blu-ray after it came out with my buddy Ian, and like we loved it. We had a great time watching it. But like I almost wish I could tell 2015 me to be like, go see this movie. Like you're gonna love this movie. 9 years from now.
It was that long ago. Oh God, man, that's insane.
Isn't that nuts?
I was gonna say, like, I don't know, man. This feels like it came out like 5 years ago to me.
Yeah,
and like I don't want to think about it being that long, but yeah, no.
Like, this is one of those years, like, really gonna look back on. Like, 2023 was great, but this year in particular, like, this is Dune Part 2. You're like, there's been so many just like astronomical, just like
really good movies.
This is the year that everyone's like, oh, we're getting the same things repeated and changed, and like, not really. Like obviously, you're a big franchises coming to existence where Mad Max is finally getting a sequel. You're getting a whole new set of films from the Planet of the Apes series, and you finally get the other part of Dune. Like, and of course you've got Deadpool. You got a bunch of things coming out.
Well, Twisters.
Yes.
Alien. There was a trailer for Alien Romulus, Bad Boys for Ride or Die, and
Romulus one.
We didn't get that one.
Fuck, that would have been cool.
It was pretty much all sequel trailers and stuff on, or revamps and stuff, and it's just you never know what a new person is going to bring to like a franchise and things like that. And I mean, obviously this is still George Miller. But oh my God, I don't know that man. Just let's get at least a couple more of these before he leaves this plane.
I think he's very adamant on like not passing the baton. Like this is his set of movies. He's gonna only do Mad Max. He said recently he wants to do a video game, but he said it would have to be the perfect video game. And for me, if I were to choose a developer, imagine if Rockstar, like they did the GTA games, did a
that is like they would never see because they don't do tie-in games or anything at all. So that would, but
they're too busy reporting GTA 5 again.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But like, there's something to be said about like the world building. Like we only got that one motorcycle crew with like the feathers and everything, just one scene from this movie. But like they were a huge part in the other movie, and like I like this movie broke the structure of like it's not one big chase scene at all. This is like several very.
It is an epic. It follows Furiosa's life, like
and the big moments that she experienced. God, I love this movie.
It was incredible.
Also, she turned Chris Hemsworth's dick into a tree. So
okay, so. I did I say this out loud? I think I'm already in the stream. I think they put the seed in his ass and it like grew out of his waist and like
just like left him there.
It reminded me of Hannibal a lot. There's an episode where there's a guy who makes like a mushroom garden out of people who are still alive. Like
that's brutal.
So, because like I feel like she was keeping him alive, obviously well. It was what it seemed. I also love that you had with the history man or whatever.
With the arm, with his like he's reading information,
like narrating and everything. Like he had words on his
cloak. Oh yeah,
like, all over his clothes and on his arms and all over his body. But just like the way like he narrates at the very beginning and then a couple of points in like when he's talking about the 40-year war and stuff for the way of the wasteland was effing epic. And then just I don't know, man, like they really like hit home. Just like Mad Max, it's like we've got these different stories of Mad Max. There's not really any continuity. It's like legends being told, and it really felt that like legend story, like just the way that he describes it at the end is just so wonderful.
I agree. I just love the idea of like some say that he was killed quickly, and that did not satisfy them. Others say that he was tortured like he should have been. But I've heard from Furiosa herself that he is I forget the exact
and they did it the perfect way. Like that is like any other way would have been like that was fine.
Because like then to know that Furiosa does take back the Citadel and obviously Fury Road, and like that abundance, that green place that she had so sought to have is then, you know, now the Citadel where people are going to get water and everyone's going to get what they need. The no water scenes, I was kind of hoping for like one. I thought that's how they were going to destroy the motorcycles. I was like, they're going to pump
like
water on them.
Turn the water on.
I was like, that's how they're going to just stop all the motorcycles from functioning and like working. But that one scene where the war boy jumps on that thing, skids down and blows himself up. And like, he's like, we have thousands.
Mayor McNipples then comes up and gives the whole speech there, which is great.
Yes. Oh my God. And he's like
people leader.
He's like
he's always doing this too.
Dude, when Hemsworth had his ripped off. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that I didn't catch that until like he backed up and I was like, ow. Ow.
Jeez.
He moved on from it too quickly, in my opinion, too. He's like, oh no, oh well. Whereas, you know, I would be like, oh my God, bleeding for like everywhere. 10 fucking minutes.
It's almost like he was a little
actually for an hour.
Yeah,
for an hour.
What's wrong with him?
He's demented.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Oh my God. Demented.
We're also sponsored by Mentos and plastic.
Yes.
So
the Fresh Maker.
Another thing we could say about this movie too is like it and then I'm not trying to be this guy, but I'm going to be this guy.
Albeit
really good, like hero's journey bullshit.
It's very good,
like really good mythology. Like
this felt biblical.
Yes,
in ways.
Troy, that would humble any man. Troy, you're gonna love Furiosa. If you want to go see it next week, I'm down to go see it again. I was in love with that movie. Anyway, there's the idea of so many different things that like the people where Furiosa came from like can live in peace, and like they have windmills, they have solar panels. I don't know if you saw that. Solar panels, no one has any weaponry, no one has any
their clothes are like clean too.
Yeah. They can live in harmony because they're not seeking power. They're all trying to make a society exist equally. And then you've got the complete opposite where like, you know,
the wasteland is ruthless. Yeah. And they're all out to kill each other.
Yeah, no matter what. Man.
You're gonna take your fucking horse, cut it apart, and
when Pretoria and Jack like pushed her out, I'm like, oh fuck! I thought he would be the one to like reel her back in and be like, I got you, I understand.
Yeah,
you wanted to escape this place, but like he did end up obviously coming back. But it was
but that was a great like just really making you think what's gonna go on, like because it's quiet for a long time and then you don't see anyone, you hear someone say something. There was even someone in my theater who was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, kind of like out loud a little bit. Like
his design was particularly 80s. Like he had kind of like, I think he had like a cleft lip or something, so like it was scarred. And like he also like had like shoulder pad, like he looked way more 80s than any other character in that. Like the way his hair was slicked back, like the darkness of
even just his getup was like
he kind of had a Kyle Katarn. Like I'm not even kidding. Like he had that like 90s like really like kind of shoulder pads.
Pads are cool.
Yes, yeah. Oh, Dash Rendar.
I wear football pads. If I wear football pads, with my outfit, it looks fucking badass.
And it looks cool, dude.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I really enjoyed like the several new characters that we got. Like I like that Dementos had so many different people in his posse that were like very memorable. The horned guy with like the black veil, that was so cool. And he was flying in there, and
he was like against the plan where they turn on the fake war boys.
Oh yes. the little person that ends up getting killed, which kind of broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie. He was sitting on his cabbage.
I think that upset Katie.
Yeah, and he does the Valhalla thing.
That upset me too. Did he get like shot? I was confused as to if he
penetrated the lid.
And then
there was a whole because I was like, did he fucking off himself for a second there? I was like, what the hell?
So what happened? I think his job was to then pull the thing in and then chop them all off, but he couldn't fulfill that mission. And I think that he did the Valhalla spray and he just couldn't make it in time. But like there was so many moments where like I know the fate of this character. The stakes should not be as high as they are right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know,
given that it is kind of a revenge movie, the formula that a revenge movie is going to have, including the revenge will not make you happy part. And even then, it's still,
dude, that scene didn't end either. I thought like every time like one of them would say the line, I'm like, she's gonna pull the trigger, and it kept going.
I thought is, this is when Dementis is gonna turn it around. They're gonna have a big dumb fight because there's no like big climax between the two where like there's a crazy chase. There's hard cut to him already out, and then just everything he tries fails.
The best when he takes the blade from her leg. And there's no blade, broken. And he gets smacked across the face.
It's really insane. That whole like you're saying, like by the time you get to that point, you're already sweating. This is a breather. By the time you're at the end, I've been running through this entire movie in a good way. Yeah. I'm gonna sit back for a little bit and just let them kind of like go back and forth. And yeah, like you said, like you're waiting, and I'm like, what does she want? Because she's like, she's like up there. I want my mother. I want my childhood. Give them to me. Give them to which I was. That was so fucking powerful.
Oh, it was
just like that. She knows it's like we're all like it's impossible. That's the point.
There's no hope.
Yeah. It's just
which I think that line's in one of the trailers, and it like didn't hit me hard. But when he says it in the movie, I was like, oh, that gave me chills,
man.
Yeah, man.
And like seeing again, I'm kind of low key obsessed with Dementis now, but like seeing him like fail to be able to control Gastown and like lose control of the bullet farm in a day.
Yeah. They were just like fucking shooting guys right there whenever they first pulled in and everything. Yeah. Holy hell.
But it says something about dictatorship and like ruling just for the sake of ruling because you can manipulate people and pull them together, and he just does that so well.
I think I mentioned it as we were writing back. The line for A New Hope where it's like the more you tighten your grasp, the more star systems will slip through your fingers.
Oh yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah, that's very real in this movie.
Yeah.
I just think it's so cool that like you see them building the fleet that they then would have in Fury Road. Like I almost called them the Proud Boys. Sorry, the Ward Boys.
They're basically
white, so I understand why you would have that confusion.
Yeah,
but like
they're very proud.
You can see why they're so dogmatic too, because like that. I mean, and Morton Joe like saved them from this biking group. You know what I mean? Like that was all they're doing in a weird way. And I don't know. He's just a really good tactician. Like really good.
I also love the introduction to the War Wars with the one who thinks he's in Valhalla already.
Oh my he thought he was dead.
Oh yeah.
He's got the aura.
Gives away the whole farm.
So
he's got a whole fucking arrow in his head still, doesn't he? Like,
piece of Valhalla.
And they're like, what
is Valhalla? And he's like, it's a warrior's paradise,
when he's trying to explain to him a place of plenty, and he's like, what are those last two? Like, just so good.
No, when they shot the flare, who did he shoot the flare at them, or he just shot
one of the guys took it from him, and
and it leaves all the red. Oh, I loved it.
That was so like a baptismal scene. Like it was so cool, man. I want to go back and really watch this. Like not for the because for those that don't know, at least if you're watching this just to watch it because we're live, when you watch these movies, like so much hinges on like the story beats that you almost don't get to enjoy the moment to moment parts of it. Does it make sense? When I watch a movie like this, I'm like, where is this going? Like, what is the ultimate outcome of this? Because like it's so intense, but now I can watch it and be like, okay.
Well, this movie had me like so in the moment that I'm not thinking ahead to the how is the revenge gonna play out?
Okay.
It's just whatever's happening right now. I'm just letting it wash over me.
Yeah,
and like that's why this movie felt like such an experience to me, and so I'm really excited to go back again with it all in
digest it
in perspective, so that I can really digest all the story and all the characters and all that, because obviously I've got a good grasp on it, from having experienced it, but having the whole picture in mind and knowing the beats that are coming, so that way I can actually think about it as a whole.
Hell, I even got up to go to the bathroom at some point, and it was when they were talking on that canyon side, her and Pretoria and Jack, and I only missed like maybe 3 minutes, and like it's so funny. I didn't feel like I missed anything. Like I'm glad I didn't leave during a huge action sequence. That would have been a dumb movie.
No, that's what you need to wash over.
Honest to God, that's the ones where I was like so zoned in, and my favorite piece really was like the air propeller parachute, and like when he hooks it on the thing, and they start pulling. I'm like, and it's like going super fast. I'm like, this is like, I never thought they could from Fury Road where the things like bouncing onto the tank back and forth. I never thought they could top that visually, and they somehow did. And like the glider comes in, I'm like, this is so nuts. That was a whole chapter. That was the third chapter, I'm pretty sure.
It was the whole
like a 10-15 minute action sequence. That's what felt the most Fury Road to me, because it went on so long.
It went on for a while. And I don't know if that was the one, but like just about every action scene. Seriously, I don't know how to describe it. I can't stress enough how, like I said earlier, just blown away, like absolutely riveted by an action scene. Like a good action scene will thrill you and stuff, but to be like, it's hard to describe. I was genuinely like,
you were lifted.
I was absolutely, no, it felt like it felt not really a theme park ride, but anyway,
it was an experience. This movie,
it was spiritual. It was spiritual.
I agree.
In a way.
If I can implore any of my students, I know it's probably not the best age. Maybe 13 is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. If I was 14, I would love this movie. You know what I mean? But like, obviously, it's there's some intense scenes, and this one I didn't feel was as overtly sexual as the last one was.
No, but that's very. It's got more. That's because Fury Road's plot is more inherently like tied to the wives and all that.
Yeah,
you get a little bit of that here, and you get the creepy stuff with Rictus. But
I was gonna say Mr. And I looked up his full name, which does not help the situation. Is Rictus Erectus. So,
that part made me so uncomfortable when he took off the binding chastity belt. I was like, oh god, this is gonna be disgusting. And like obviously I didn't show that, but like him escaping, her escaping. She absolutely wouldn't have let him do anything. She was deadly even at that time. Yeah,
but just that part had me that part had me in my seat going, can we please not leave this little girl amongst in the care of these grown-ass men? Get this girl away from these grown-ass men.
I felt so bad too when they had the scene of when she gives birth and it's another girl, and it
was like a conjoined too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a conjoined.
It was like, this is your third one,
or it's your second one. 2 strikes, you're out. I think
that was it. And then you're gonna go be a milker, or what do they? I was
because you see in Fury Road, they got those
mother milk.
That was so much more overtly sexual. Like there was like so many like things about the human body in that one that are very unsettling. Whereas this one is like the human spirit. Like really,
that's really what it is.
Yeah, this one's more of like
that and Mayor McNipple's mechanical cock. If you remember the cock and balls that were there. Whenever I finally saw that, I was like, did he have the metal cock and balls in that? It seriously is. It's just like a big old elephant hanging there.
Yeah,
it's a cod piece. Yeah, well, listen, I'm surprised they didn't give it to him. If they gave it to him, though, he would have to they have to have like a girth before him. People that couldn't walk in front of him,
Katie, I was sitting right next to so was Michael the entire time, watching with their hands, their fingers. There was some super intense moments, And like she was like holding her chest at one point. I'm like, yeah, this is one of those ones that I'm going to be excited to watch at home again as well. But I can like pause it, and, like go take a break after like one chapter ends, because I'm like, this whole thing, the whole way through. I mean, I was like, God bless, man.
This movie's a marathon. It's a lot.
But it's funny. I didn't feel like the pacing was bad. Like,
no, not at all.
Look, it's something to say about Fury Road. Like the pacing of Fury Road was actually, I think, the perfect pacing of any movie I've ever seen, because it's all about the chase. And like, there's that one lull where it's nighttime, and then you go back to the chase, back to the Citadel. But like this one had some really good moments of breathing. You know, you could digest a lot of what's going on, and then you get some intense ass shit, and then you get another chapter title. Like it flows super well. And I the way these movies are shot, it's like mind's eye stuff. Like I couldn't have thought of anything better. You know what I mean?
And it looks so good. Like we were talking about, like obviously a lot of it's practical. I'm sure a lot of it is, you know, CG or enhanced by CG as well, but everything looks so good and so believable.
Yeah.
Like,
very visceral
of the world in it, you know.
I remember reading a fact as a kid, and I've said this before on Bombadcast, like by the year 2020, the CGI will be what was the word?
Everything.
It will be like
indistinguishable
to the human eye. And like, yes, we've gotten those moments, but like this is one of those movies where it's so rooted in like reality and like engines and the desert. Like it really, the things that are CG are almost completely like, like it just like when you watch Star Wars, you go, okay, obviously not real. But this, you're like,
or with Fury Road, like they put, the majority of the practical stuff right in front, and everything that's not practical is further back.
Yeah.
So that way the practical stuff draws your eye more. The CG stuff kind of blends in a little better.
Such a good movie.
It was great.
I can't wait.
Good.
We might put on Fury Road like just to have it on.
Yeah,
because it's just
I've never seen the originals, and after watching this, I was like, I might need to go back and watch them. Did we get a Mad Max like cameo from afar, almost like Aura Singh looking out over something?
What that was.
I was wondering because it was that same.
Because that shot, I was like, who is that? And I was like, is that That's Max's car. I feel like.
I think it was his car. I don't know if it's him though. I don't know.
I would, if it's not him, I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be him or someone, working for Joe.
Did. Yeah.
Who would like bring Furiosa back to there.
God, that was awesome.
Right.
Yeah. So the 80s ones, I've watched the first one.
I tried to watch that first one and I didn't get through it.
It's way goofier. I mean, it's way 80s.
Right.
Like biker gang.
Well, they get this is a serious movie with a man named Scrotus.
Yes.
So, and it's not a joke about Donald Trump. It's just that's just his actual name.
And wearing a suit who has the nipples cut out and giant nipple clamps.
He just
he eats people.
It's little parts that are like, like this is where this comes from schlock.
Yeah.
A little bit, but it's like elevate. I don't know. I just go back into the biblical epic kind of word.
So, like the originals, like to give it more like basis to it. Michael's just leaving.
Hi, Michael. Hi, I'm back.
Oh, he's coming back.
Hi, Michael. Oh, you just got some water.
I just needed to hydrate.
Like in the Mad Max 80s ones, like you see street lamps and like the roads are still paved. Like it's not as like this is so much more like truly post-apocalyptic. Like they'd have to pave roads and hide out in the canyons and stuff.
And they're having to farm.
Would they had the truck spraying the pavement in front of them?
Yes,
In Guardians of the Galaxy, the rolling of the carpet out for those. Just like that was insane. That was fucking insane. Because I'm like, are they spraying water? Why are they making it muddy? And I'm like,
it took me a second to figure it out too.
Mm-hmm. That's
so wild, man.
So cool. And like I was saying earlier, it's very rare that when you see a groundbreaking movie in theaters and you immediately go, oh shit, that's a groundbreaking
I'm going to remember seeing this in the theater.
Exactly. And I was thinking this too, so cynical, but I was like, in 20 years from now, like when I have a kid one day and hopefully they'll be like of the right age, like I can show this to a 15 or a 16-year-old, I think pretty easily.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could show Fury Road to a 15 or a 16-year-old though, because it's so much more,
maybe once they're close to that age, maybe.
Yeah.
Like 13, 14, probably not.
No. But like this one in particular, like it just was felt more epic. And I remember like watching it, I kept considering the idea of like, this is one of those ones that like is going to go down for me as a great movie experience, as a memory I'll never forget seeing in the theater.
You know, obviously we are all very big Star Wars guys. Yeah. So Star Wars movies stand out a bit more to us. Mm-hmm. And other movies don't quite hit those levels, but
when they do,
it's pretty damn close. Like
yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Like
this is almost better than a Star Wars. I'm sorry. Well, it's just like it's almost like it feels like it almost is on another level, and that might just be like the just fresh out of it feeling.
No, but I don't agree with that. It shows that like, and I know we've talked about it, but like Godzilla -1, we all love that movie. You know, like if they give him a Star Wars, like that'd be amazing. If they gave George Miller Star Wars, like you want to stick to people who are reliable, but you also got to be considerate of their know ideals as a filmmaker too.
If George Miller were to do a Star Wars, I think he would do great in like a Mando Book of Boba Fett-esque like crime syndicate environment. Because like everything with like Star Wars, like crime syndicates as corporation is something I love. And obviously it's something I've been playing with Bastards.
Yes.
And so like all the like politicking between these wasteland factions, I live for that.
Dude, when he said, I looked at Michael and laughed like this trade dispute, I was like, I leaned over.
That is a trigger word for me. Trade dispute.
I love that they said it too.
It's a code phrase.
It's the idea of
it's a lot of hesitation for something as trivial as this trade.
Exactly. They've got cabbage and they've got bullets and they need gasoline
and potatoes
and maggot powder, whatever it was, maggot meal. But like
maggot meal,
water,
grub meal. But like
grub meal. It's also sponsored by water.
Plastic, water, and what was the other one?
Mentos.
And Wingstop.
Hell
where the flavor gets its wings.
So funny. So Michael and I are trying to plan out our day tomorrow, and it may change a little bit here and there. But
we may alter the deal.
But there's a deal right now at
Great, we don't alter it any further.
It's like all you can eat boneless wings. I have to look up something ridiculous and like fries.
Listen, I don't care if they're fucking adult chicken nuggets. Give me the nuggies.
Yeah. This episode is also sponsored by Boneless Wings. We recommend that you all eat your wings without the bones.
But I do
less choking.
I do like bone in. I will say, I do like bone in. I like the bone.
Nice, dude.
Man. You like your bone in.
You don't do it much, bro.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna end up watching some more of the Chris Chan documentary. Play some video games tomorrow. What else did we say we're gonna? We have one more thing. Oh, Sabak. Learn to play Sabak. He's teaching you to play Sabak, which we might record and put on for the Bombad cast, so y'all can see me.
Or we might do it live.
We might do it live. I don't know.
Sizzle.
I don't know if Jerry's free to hang out. I don't know. We'll see. Jerry, can you play Sabak? Do you know how to play Sabak?
I have my deck right here. But
that's only valid for Brilliant and Coruscant Shift, not traditional Sabak, which requires a 76 deck.
Listen, you take your Yu-Gi-Oh bullshit and you go.
I did also bring my Yu-Gi-Oh bullshit.
He did bring Yu-Gi-Oh too.
But yeah, no. Listen, you guys play whatever you want to play. Like I don't even know. I've played once with my mother, so
yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
She's
a math teacher. She loved it.
You know what's so funny? We grew up being told. I'll look right at the camera for this one. We grew up being told that we should not talk to strangers online. But we have a podcast and it's been going for 5 years because two strangers who met online decided to talk at a real life convention that then somehow in some algorithm blessing was
discovered.
We were blessed with a bouncing baby boy.
It's the craziest
boy.
Thing. Like, it really is the craziest thing. Like, kids, make sure you know who you're talking to. But now I've got this man who I've known for 5 years now sleeping in my guest room for 2 nights. He drove here all the way from Arkansas. And Jerry's been down here several times. Like, it's so surreal. I don't know. It blows my mind.
And it's great because, like, tomorrow we can say is also the 2-year anniversary of when we met in person for the first time.
Celebration, dude.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, like, we've only hung out in person 3 times total.
Yeah.
But every time we do, like today, like it feels like no time has passed.
And it's
like
and
it feels so natural.
It feels right. It feels right.
Like,
absolutely.
It feels like I'm home. Like genuinely.
So it's so funny. 2 years ago today, we watched Kenobi premiere as a friend. You know what I mean? And then a year before that, y'all obviously came to the wedding and experienced that together. And we went and saw Mario. We did a bunch of great stuff for the wedding. But like now, it's so weird to have this movie that we can share together as a friend. And the fact that we went live tonight, like I really was hoping Jerry would say yes, and the fact that you did makes me so, because I've really enjoyed this because we're together. Let's take advantage of it. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
It's very weird being on this end of it. Yeah, I bet it is weird.
Right. Well, let me just say to get to all the kids Scotty was talking about, like you don't need to make friends online that you go visit. You need to wait until you are a full adult, and then you can make friends like us online, and it'll be the best experience of your entire life.
This episode is also sponsored by being responsible as an adolescent.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Water. Guzzling,
water, plastic,
Mentos,
boneless wings, Mentos, and being responsible as an adolescent. We have a lot of sponsors here at the Bombad Cast.
Also, car part cod pieces. Get them at your local Walmart.
Car part cod pieces. Say that 5 times fast.
I'm surprised that I absolutely got it out of my mouth.
Car part cod pieces. Car part cod
pieces.
That's hard to say once. My favorite one is Russian soldier shoulder holster.
Russian shoulders. Oh, gee, I
can't it's hard just to say once. Again? Russian soldier shoulder holster.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Russian shoulder.
Nope.
Russian
sleep experiment
holster. Huh? What'd you say?
What
are you talking?
Hello?
The Montauk experiment?
What? I said, are you there? Are you there? Come in. Come in. Are you there?
Is this the Montauk experiment?
Is this holding for general hugs?
Is this Montauk, New York?
He's kind of pasty.
Is this Montauk, New York?
What are we doing?
I don't know where the hell I am.
I want to crawl back into Michael's placenta to end this stream.
Okay.
Go back.
We'll end with the reverse life. So yeah, that's what we'll do.
Wait, hold on. Maybe we can do that. I'm thinking about my real time editing. Can you reverse YouTube videos or no? Is that like some weird
I don't think
fantasy I'm having right now?
I don't think we need to try and do this live on.
Let's try it.
Okay. All right. I think maybe you should just crawl back into Michael's pussy where you belong.
Oh my Gary, what language? What foul language are you using? Okay, I think I can finagle this.
I'm not the one who crawled out of a guy's craw.
Crawl? What a good word.
You're welcome.
Okay, hold on. No, I don't think I can do it. Playback speed. Can I do reverse?
No.
I can do it in slow-mo.
That's not gonna help anything.
That's not gonna help anything.
Scotty, just crawl back from whence you came.
Scotty, just get in this dick.
I might have to go back into his snatch. Everyone, thank you so much for joining this evening. This has been a fun little surprise live stream. Furiosa is indeed Bombad. Let's hear some plugs from Michael, because Michael has got a lot of content going on. Michael.
Sure. You can find me on YouTube, All Remaining Systems. I do Ionized Bastard, a Star Wars RPG series featuring some of our friends. Also, I write Star Wars fan fiction. I do readings of it there. You can also find it on my Archive of Our Own page if you prefer to read it. You can find that through my Twitter at Local First Order. I think that's about all I got to plug.
It's exciting. And, it's weird with these kind of like surprise live streams. These are the ones that for some reason just do great viewer wise. So I hope people really do go and watch and go be involved, and they do.
I don't care if they do or don't.
That's beautiful.
You mean nothing to me.
He
makes it. If you want to buy it, that's fine.
That's right. That's fine.
Right.
It's like pudding. And to plug next, or I guess really this week's Bombad Cast coming up, we're doing a pre-record with Dan Matson, who is of course the creator of Star Wars Celebration 1999.
Oh, he is.
And I know you're not used to doing work here. I know you're kind of.
Wait, am I going to be at this interview?
Yeah, you're just gonna sit there quietly, okay?
You're gonna sit in the corner.
Yes.
You should not be seen or heard.
Yes.
Oh, I can do that right now.
You understand?
Oh, there you go. Just do that the entire time we're talking to.
I've got so many apps on my phone.
He's like, Dan's gonna be like, who's that? It's like on Glass Onion. I was just watching before we got on here.
Oh yeah.
Who's that? Oh, that's Daryl. He's fine.
I was watching it earlier this week with my girlfriend.
Daryl. Wait, what was he then again? It was who played him? Wasn't it?
It's the guy who plays Trooper Wagner in the first movie.
Yeah,
it's Noah.
That's one of my favorite jokes in the first movie when he's like, I know who did it. Trooper Wagner. No, he's just bringing something in.
It's Ryan Johnson's friend that was in his first movie, I think. I forget his name.
Noah something.
Yeah. But anyway. We got
Rictus Directus.
Yes, that's it.
Nice, Rictus, bout near rectus.
We got that coming up. Of course, some more Bombacast live streams. We also did make an announcement, and look, we'll show it on screen here as well. People are getting kind of confused. I got text from someone, but this new host is not Zoro Ghana. So there was some. No, I think there's some misinformation going out right now.
Scotty, is it me?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you guys add me to the show and not tell me?
We're gonna gaslight our audience into believing that it could be.
Anyone. We want to keep you in a baby's breath of suspense.
Nice, dude. Nice. I gotta say more like Michael. Nice, dude.
Nice, dude.
Nice, dude.
Look, I'm gonna actually get this graphic pulled up real quick, but we've got Joragana on coming to talk every single episode of the Acolyte.
That is the only thing I'm more excited for than the Acolyte.
I know, and we have a couple things in the works. We're not going to reveal anything here, but we're all going to be looking very attractive in synchronized outfits every live stream, and there'll be rotating guests as well. It's not just going to be Joe. So it's going to be Joe with someone, but Joe is going to be our third host for the Bombacolite. So I thought that was a good title name. We got the logo all mocked up for people to hopefully get put on a shirt or something. But we got Joe Organa every Thursday till the finale. So he will be there with us every single Thursday talking about this wonderful, 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 wonderful show that we have heard is fantastic. From several people. So anyway, Woodsy, look, Tiny Green Farm. Hi, hey Jerry, love you. That's sweet, Tiny.
Oh, Green. Hi, Tiny Green Farm. Love you too.
Is this new host going to be revealed Smash Bros style? Maybe.
You do have to beat them in a fight first. I think.
We have to beat them up. And
honestly, then you can add them to the show.
Look, for those watching, we'll just give a little hint here. It's going to be their live audition. So if it does not go well, then they might not make it back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's just kind of rough.
You're giving them a trial by combat, to start with?
Oh, yeah. That's it. You're on the Bombad cast, bitch. You gotta
it's sink or swim, baby.
Exactly.
Survival of the fittest.
If you can't keep up with the current, you're gonna feel real uncomfortable really fast.
Yeah, exactly. Jared, we put him through his Jedi trial, dark Jedi
trial by fire. Jared, the Dark Jedi's great trial.
What'd you say? Hold on, Michael. You can close this out for us. Jared, just get the video queued up.
The good deal. You know what? Listen, guys. It's been a fun stream. I've had a lot of fun talking about this with you, Michael and Scotty.
I've been having a fun time being Scotty tonight.
It's been great. You are you're up there for like my top 3 Scotties. You're up there. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I guess to end this, Michael, what should the wonderful people out there do?
Stay Bombad.
Hell yeah!
Did you say impossible? Pasquale? Only kidding, Chucky. I've changed my tune because I finally thought of a possible dream that we can all share.
What is it? Pasquale?
It's a dream about a world when nobody is poor or sick or hungry.
Oh, now that's a dream we can make come true.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right.
As I point up the collar on
to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A sour's disregard, a broken bottle top,
and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with a man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer.
if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Oh yeah,
I'm asking him to change his ways.
come on, change. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah,
I'm asking him to change his ways.
no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
Time for us to take a break, but we wouldn't dream of being gone for long. See you in a little bit.